What's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls Remastered Guided Playthrough. Last we left off, we came from the Asylum of the Undead in the north, and now we are at Firelink Shrine, and we explored Firelink Shrine a little bit and picked up some items and did a little bit of farming, but not a whole lot. So I gotta say, I did upload this video, the first video last night, and it took like just hours. So I don't know yet how we're gonna go and proceed forward. I'm gonna try to see if it's just a fluctuation with my internet service provider, and see if I can still try to keep the videos to about an hour a piece. But we may have to shorten them up to about 30 minutes a piece, depending on how well this turns out. So anyways, I just wanted to go back and talk about something on the bonfire here a little bit. So when you're in undead form like this, you cannot kindle a bonfire, alright? But when you're in human form, you can. So it takes one to turn human, one humanity, right? And then it takes another humanity to kindle it. And when you kindle a bonfire, it raises the amount of Estus flasks you get from that particular bonfire by 5. Alright? So if we rested this if we used 5 Estus flasks right now you can see we have 10. If we used 5 of those and then we rested at this bonfire, we only get 5 back. But if we kindled it, we would get 10 back, even if we were undead, or in undead form, or if we were in human form. So, but we're not going to do that right now, because this bonfire is kind of a special one for later on in the game. And then there's also another item you can get later in the game that will allow you to kindle the bonfire further than just one time. So, also I wanted to let you know, as far as network settings right now, we're offline mode, so we don't get invaded. But we will go in online mode later, so we can do some in-game things that require us to be in online mode, or at least in body form. So, anyways, let's proceed. Today's mission is to get through the Undead Burg and explore the Undead Church and get up to the blacksmith and the forest area. I think it's called the Darkroot Forest, and we're gonna end it right there, I believe, once we get to the Darkroot Forest. Anyways, I also missed an NPC down here earlier that I needed to show you guys. This is the firekeeper for the Firelink Shrine. She can't talk to you right now, and she won't talk to you right now, so you have to wait later in the game. But in the game here, all the firekeepers are female, so she's kind of an important figure in the game right now, and important that she keeps this fire in Firelink Shrine going for us. So, alright. Anyways, with all that out of the way, let's get started. Okay, so the way to proceed forward is up this ramp right here. And this, there's a couple of monsters up here you need to be careful with. There's a guy up top that will throw fire bombs down at you from the top, so be careful going in there. There he is, but he fell down, so get yourself a backstab here. And then there's this dude here. Oh, never mind, there he is. That's the guy that throws the fire bomb. So we're gonna go up here and kill him real quick. There's an item for us to get on that ledge over there. Now, you don't have to shield spam the whole time if you don't want to, but it's just a technique that is pretty useful in the game for right now, so it helps us out a lot. You can get this item over here by dropping down right here, or you can jump across. It's up to you. But if you do that, you're going to take fall damage. So, but some people are nervous about jumping that gap because you can fall through the gap and just die. But you come down here, and then I think it's a rare ring of sacrifice you pick up right here. Or a ring of sacrifice. Alright, let's take that. Okay, Ring of Sacrifice. This mystical ring was created in the sacrificial rite of Belka, the goddess of sin. Its wearer will lose nothing upon death, but the ring itself breaks. So basically what it says is that if we want to die and keep all of our souls, you know, the things in the right-hand corner there, and our humanity, then we have to wear that ring. But once we use it, it just breaks and it's no longer in our inventory. So you can get some of those later from the NPCs, but you can also find them kind of in here. So anyways, to get across this gap, you could use a homeward bone if you wanted to go back to that bonfire. Remember we had some from earlier? Or you can run and jump across this gap. Now how you run is you're gonna hold down circle, and then right when you get to the end of it, you're gonna hit circle, and it's gonna make you jump. Okay, like that. That's how you run and jump. So you hold down circle and then hit it, and you jump. Some people really have a hard time with that one. So just be careful because you can fall right there and you will die. Pursuit 4, get another soul of lost undead. Now these add up and do help you with getting levels later. Alright, these rats here. Oh, look at that. He poisoned me. That's just great. Alright, so rats also have a chance to give you humanity. But we're going to get rid of that poison. That's not good. Let's go back to the bonfire real quick. I'll show you guys how to use that homeward bone. Because I don't have any antidotes right now, or what was that? The poison herb things to get rid of poison. I don't have any of that right now, so I don't want that rat to be our demise later. Anyways, yeah, back on the rats. So the rats are a good source of humanity farming if you need to. There's only that one right there. You know, you can drop some every now and then, but unless you got some item find, you're probably not going to get any humanity off him on a regular basis. Your best bet is to wait till you get down in the sewers. There's quite a few rats down there that you can farm relatively easy if you're trying to get humanity. But you might want to wait till later until your item find is up there, because then you have a better shot at getting it. Item find does stack with humanity, so kind of explain it here in a second. Let me kill this guy real quick. There we go. Okay, so okay, so item discovery right there on the right. The max you can get, I believe, is 410, maybe. I think it's 410. But you have items that increase that. There's a ring, and then there's also a helmet that will increase it. But also your humanity will increase it. So the most you can increase the item discovery by is by 10 humanity. So what ends up happening is a lot of people is if they're playing online, so they don't get invaded, they'll farm the 10 humanity, use them, and then have that counter on the left that they're by your life go up to 10, go die somewhere, and then go pick up their body. So now they're dead. And they can't be invaded by an NPC, and they can sit there and farm different things for a while without having to be bothered by being invaded. So that's what a lot of people do when they're trying to farm things. Can't go down this path just yet. I'll show you later already how you get to there. Come up here, welcome to the Undead Burg. A couple monsters here to kill, a couple hollows. All these guys are pretty easy. You shouldn't have much trouble killing these dudes. They're a couple hits dead, no problem. But what you gotta do is clear these guys out down here. There's an ambush to the left coming up here, so be careful. There's an ambush right there. Alright. Come check out this house here. I don't think there's anything in here. At least not down on this floor. And we need to go back because there's a item right there we want to get. So just come here, drop down, and you can pick up this item. And take a look at that. You see those guys hanging right there? That's an ambush going to come get you. So if you drop down here and turn left, that's going to trigger those dudes to come after you. So basically what you want to do is just drop down and you just kind of meet them so you can kill them before they come get you. There we go. Take care of those guys. Yeah. Alrighty. Up we go. I think there's an item over here. Yep. Solve lost and dead. So if you hadn't killed those guys and you came this way, they'd probably be like right here, waiting to attack you. Or running after you at least. Nothing that way. Alrighty. Moving right along. Alright, so this is going to be another ambush. I think you have maybe like either 2 or 3 guys hanging off the side. There's one right there you can see. And I think there's some that come from this side too. But if you have if you want to, you can just kind of do that and just drop them off. Yeah, so 4 guys coming after you right there. Yay, rubbish! Alright. Those guys will chase you right there too if you climb that ladder. And the humanity. We got us a dude over here. We're gonna do a drop attack on him. Yeah. Alright, you're gonna proceed forward. Now this is kind of important to remember this house. There's an item up there that you gotta jump across this gap to get to. I'll show you where it's at. A lot of people miss that item when they first start the game out. So lost and dead. So it's not this gap. You can't get to that item from here. At least I've never been able to. But you can try and jump this if you want, but I don't think it's possible. You have to get it from up higher in just a few minutes here. And then you get ready for this dude. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, we'll be seeing him a little later, Mr. Hellkite. Okay, there's a couple guys up here that are going to run at you, and then there's an archer up there on the top. So just kind of take these guys a little bit at a time. A couple hits dead, no big deal. And they'll occasionally drop some stuff. Not anything worth anything, but if you're trying just to get items, you can pick that up. We'll go up here and get rid of this dude real quick. There we go. Oh, there he is. Okay. Alright, so if you've been following along, here's your first bonfire from Firelink Shrine. Now you don't have to rest in this if you don't want to. So you don't have to worry about resetting the enemies for right now. I mean, we don't really need to rest. We got 9 Estus right now. And this is, see that ladder right there? It's kind of important for later to open up a shortcut for you, but this staircase doesn't go to anything right now, so we'll have to come back to it later. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is open up this door. And inside we're going to find a wooden shield. Alright. Let's see what that says. Well, we have a couple shields to look at, so. Cracked round shield, let's say. A round wooden shield, cracked and nearly broken. Wood shields are lighter than metal shields, but this one has lower physical damage reduction stability, partly due to cracking. And then the wooden shield, vertically elongated wooden shield decorated with a white dragon Wood shields are lighter than metal shields, but with lower physical damage reduction and reduced shield stability. Okay. But if you remember right, we looked at this Caduceus or Caduceus shield, and it says it greatly decreases magic damage. So these wooden shields, it looks like kind of do that, I guess, for all of them. Alright. Okay, so these next guys, these little spear dudes, if you try to pull them one at a time, it'd be better for you. But remember how we did that kick? That kick's going to come in handy right here. Alright? So you kick them, get the shield out of the way, and then attack them. Alright? They're going to counterattack. If you can manage to get around the back of them to do a backstab, that'll help too. But if you can do that kick and get them that way, it's probably the easiest way to kill them. But like I said, a lot of people have a problem with that kick, so just do the best you can. You can get through this. You know, it's real easy to get discouraged, but just keep at it. Just take some practice is all it takes. And then we got a ambush right here. This guy is a big axe dude. He can mess your world up if you're not careful. That axe will hurt a lot if it hits you. And then we have our first NPC. Alright, the Undead Merchant. Alright, you don't want to fight this guy right now. He will kick your butt pretty good, so be careful. You know, you might accidentally hit him. You don't want to do that, so that's what he has to say.
You seem to have your wits about you. Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
Let me turn it up a little bit for you guys. There we go. Talk to me now.
Treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved his below. Up above, there's a humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
This guy cracks me up, man. It might be your grave if you stick around here. Look at that guy, though. He is really bad off. Dang on.
Here, I'm not here to chit-chat. We talk business and we talk nothing at all. Here, I'm not
okay,
here to chit-chat.
That's going to end his dialogue.
Business and we talk nothing at all.
This guy here is just, I'll tell you, he just doesn't really like you very much. So, anyway, let's see what he's got. Repair powder. It repairs your durability on your weapon. Throwing knives. Use a projectile. Firebomb. We've already seen those. Lloyd's Talisman. We've seen those. A dried finger. This one I think is used in online play. If you buy this, you can use it when you get invaded and somebody is coming after you. You can use this, and the monsters will then attack that person. The monsters in the game will attack that person. Normally they don't get attacked by enemies, but if you use this finger, they will. Orange Guidance Soapstone. This is the thing you can put on the ground. You saw those orange marks. This is what allows you to use those. Residence Key, Wellness Box. Inventory management of the bonfire, allowing for that. Repair box. This is something we'll need to get a little later when we have some more souls. Residence Key, we'll want to get this too. And then a few weapons he has here. The short bow is something we need to buy, and we need some arrows, and we need to be able to use this. So we're going to go ahead and buy this now, and I'll show you in a little bit why that's important. And we need to buy some arrows. What are the cheapest ones? Wooden. So we'll get all the wooden arrows we can get. Alright. And then we'll take a look at that bow.
Thank you kindly.
Okay. Let's see. Who gets this one? Alright, so as you can see here, this is our first ranged weapon that we have. It takes 12 dex to use it, so we still can't use this because as you can see, all we have in dex is 11, so we need one more in dex, and then we can use it. But you need to buy this bow. It's really, really important for an awesome weapon that's going to come up here shortly that is going to carry you through for a little while until you can use that big weapon we picked up. Alright, so let's proceed forward. You got a few enemies coming up here. I think it's maybe like 4 hollows. Something like that. No ambush this time, they just come after you. That's alright though, just a couple hits, take them out, no big deal. Alright, here we go. Now some people in this one had wished that From Software had updated this so you could climb the ladders quicker. And in Dark Souls 2 you can do that. You just hold down the O button, like your run button, and it'll make you go down ladders and climb them faster, but they didn't put it in this game. They wanted it to be 100% remaster for the original game. So I think there's one difference that they added in here, and that was a bonfire that they added later for this game only, this remaster only. So you remember that jump I told you about? This is how you get to it. So it's on top of that building that we went through. There's where the dragon landed, and then we killed those guys with the shields right there, and then we went down over there, and then went down, and then came around back up this thing. So we're gonna jump this gap, and try to at least. Sometimes I miss it, so I might have to do it. I have to try it a couple times. Oh, look at that, we got it this time. First time getting it. That's awesome. And it's gonna be a crossbow and some bolts, I believe. Yep. So pretty good item to have right there. We're not gonna use a crossbow because we already got a bow, but still one to pick up if you're trying to get 100%, you know, on the weapons and stuff like that. And you don't have to buy it. So okay, so that's what we got there. We're going to proceed forward. I think now we're going to use the bonfire because we want to have a reset point. It's not all the way back to Firelink Shrine. If we happen to die, hopefully we will not. So let's go here. And I'll show you what it looks like for the humanity, okay? So go here, go to your items, find the humanity. Alright, you use it. And we're going to use one more. This is something they added too with Dark Souls Remastered, is it used to be in Dark Souls PS3, you couldn't use more than one humanity at once. So they added it here, and same thing with soul items, you can use like several at the same time instead of having to use one at a time. So that's good, quality of life update on this one. So we have 2. And we're going to also gain 1 level so we can use that bow, because that's going to be important. So we're going to use a few of our souls here. See how much we need. Well, we'll do our kindling first, then we'll see how much we need. Okay, so reverse hollowing is going to change you back to human. Yep. Okay. Now, if you're online, you can be invaded at this point. If you're, return back to human. And then we're going to kindle using, see how we lost 1 humanity there for reverse hollowing? Now we're going to kindle, and we're going to lose the other one, right? Okay, so now we have, as you can see, the fire kind of grows, see that? And if you look down, you see my Estus flask went from 8 to 10. Okay, so if we hadn't kindled this bonfire, it would have stayed at 8 until we used up all of the 8, and then the next time we rested this bonfire, it only give us 5. So now we got 10. Alright, and if we want to level up, we're going to need 793 souls. So let's see how much that is for us. I think these are 1 apiece, or 100 apiece. So let's use 8. No, it was 200 apiece. Alright, maybe we can level up twice. Alright, so we need 1 index, right? And then we're trying to get that strength up, so we need to make sure we have enough. We're trying to get to that 24 strength goal, right? So let's put that there, and then we'll accept that. Okay, so now we can use our bow. And since we're here, we'll go ahead and equip it. There's that. And then we also need to put our arrows on. Remember we bought some of those. Alright, so if you want to use your bow, just in your weapon hand, you just hit the right D-pad direction, and it'll change it. And then you can go two-handed like this. And then you can also target by using left one, and it'll make you have a little crosshairs for targeting. And then you can change your arrows if you have more than one type using R2, left 2. Okay. And if you want to come out of it, just hit L1 and then go back to that, and then hit the right arrow again to get your or right on the D-pad to get your weapon back out. Okay, remember that we rested, so now the enemies are going to be up again. So I have to kill some enemies here real quick, so they don't follow us. Alright. We'll go ahead and get rid of these guys too. Why not? Alright. They probably come after us if we don't get them anyway. Proceeding forward. Okay, these guys up here are kind of annoying. They'll hit you with these fire bombs if you're not careful. And I think there's either 2 or 3 guys in that room ahead, so be careful when you run in there. One of them's got an axe, which hurts a lot, so be careful. Alright. Yeah, great axe. Both have axes. Yeah, there's the third guy right there, so watch yourself. There we go. Alright. See, look at that. Easy, man. No problem. And then this door, I can't open it. Opens from the other side later on in the game. Go in here. There's also a guy right in here. You're gonna jump off? No. There's a guy right in here to the right. So be careful with that. And then there's also another guy in here. And we'll kill him real quick. And go up here, and this is a chest. Has a, I can't remember what it's got in it. Black fire bombs. Remember, we could start the game with those, right? And we already found 5 of them, so we didn't really need to start the game with that. It would have been a waste to do that. Alright, now be careful right here. There's 3 guys that are kind of aggressive coming up here. To the right, you'll see them as I approach them right here, but they're kind of aggressive, so be careful. Just kind of go in here with your shield. One of them throws stuff, I believe. Oh, I got invaded. Well, I thought I was in offline mode, I guess not. So, alright, well, we're going to have to fight somebody. He's probably going to kick our butts. Because we're a low level, and he's probably not. So, we'll see how it goes. Alright, yeah, look at that guy. Look at him. He's got a giant hammer. Yeah. We'll try to fight him, but he's probably going to beat us really bad. Oh, yeah, he's going to beat us. Especially with this being this low level stuff. Yeah. That's alright, though. No big deal. I thought I had it in offline mode, but I guess not. Really didn't want to get invaded while I was doing this walkthrough, but it is what it is, you know. Part of the game. It happens. Alright, well, anyways, all the enemies respawn. We have to go back and get our body, so really peaceful moment. So we're definitely not flagged for PvP right now. When you use humanity, that little circle up there that has the numbers on it turns to a white color. That means that you can be invaded. When it's not white, it means you can't be invaded. Alright? But it is important though. Some of those, there's some enemies in the game that you want to fight. Some red phantoms that will require you to be in body form, or however you want to call it, in, like human form. to fight them, so you will have to unfortunately go and use your humanity for that one. Oh no. That was not good. I don't think so. Okay. Alright, let's go back up here and kill these guys again. Yeah, those high-level red phantoms, they love coming in here and introducing the new people to Dark Souls by invading them and just destroying them easily. So that's just the unfortunate part of this game. You have to use to. Alright. Anyways, here's our body. This is what happens when you die and you come back and pick it up. It looks like this. It's called a blood stain. But you'll watch all the souls that I lost. They'll come back into the right, and then I'll gain my humanity back if I had any, which I didn't. So there we go. It's part of that risk reward system. Well, actually, I did. I guess I had one. Look at that. Oh yeah, I did have one. Well, how did I get one? I remember how I got one. Because we use one, and then we use another one to kindle. So I don't know. Maybe somebody kindled the bonfire for us in the online. Yeah, I think what happens if you're playing online and somebody kindles a bonfire that you're next to, it'll give you a humanity and an Estus flask, but I could be completely wrong. So, I'm not 100% certain on a lot of the online stuff and how it works and everything. Go out here, get yourself another chest. Now this kind of looks like a mimic. I always thought this chest looked like a mimic, but it's not. So you open it safely, no problem. And you have Mr. Black Knight down there. Okay. Alright, here's another one of those shield guys. Remember, you want to kick this dude's shield out of the way so you can hit him. Kick, hit. Alright, or you can backstab. And then there's an archer up here. He will shoot you if you run down there and try to kill those other guys. Don't shoot at you. So just run up here and kill this dude. Make sure you kill the shield guy first, because he'll come after you if you don't. Then you have these two guys here. There we go. Alright, you got yourself a long sword. Let's see what that says. See if it's an upgrade too. Okay, broadsword, we have 82 plus 14, and long sword. Maybe it's is 80 plus 14, so 82 plus 14. Our broadsword is a little bit better, and we could use the other one, but the durability is maxed out on that one, so we'll just keep with our broadswords for right now. Okay, down here is a Black Knight, and he's kind of strong for us right now. We could beat him, you know, if we wanted, but we'll come back later when we have that better weapon. There's a chest over there that has a ring in it that we want to get. Be careful right here. There's a guy that's going to push a barrel down at you, and it's going to be on fire. So what you want to do is just run up here real quick and then run back down the steps. Oh, I don't know what happened to this barrel. He definitely pushed the barrel. He already got pushed somewhere. Okie doke. Going forward. Okay, this is the door that we would come out of if we didn't have, this door leads to Darkroot Basin, which also then leads to Darkroot Garden. However, we can open it because we have the master key, right? Now, we don't want to go down here right now. There's a really strong enemy down here that we do want to fight, but we don't want to fight him right this second. So I'll show you later what he's like. We're going to leave him as he is right now, though. Come up here. This one. Okay, so right here is one of those crystal lizards. Crystal lizards are like lizards in the game that kind of run from you. This one's hiding inside these barrels here. And we're gonna try to kill him before he gets away. If you don't kill him quick enough, they'll run away and like disappear on you. And you have to like reload your game to get him to spawn again. See, he's trying to disappear on me. I'm trying to kill him before he goes. There we go. Alright. So you kill him, they drop items like that. Which is what some stuff we need. I don't know what happened there. Let's read those real quick. Alright, so these are upgrade items, you know, so we can take weapons from just regular to plus. Large Titanite Shard. Titanite Shard for weapon reinforcement. Larger Titanite material. Reinforces standard weapons to plus 10, and raw weapons to plus 5. Titanite shards are fragments of the legendary slabs. Titanite is etched into weapons to reinforce. And then we have the Twinkling Titanite. This weapon reinforcing Titanite is imbued with a particular powerful energy. Reinforces weapons that cannot be reinforced normally to plus 5. After this Titanite was peeled from its slab, it is said that it received a special power, but its specific nature is not clear. Okay. Alright, proceed forward. Here we go. Okay, this is going to be our first boss fight. Alright, this is called the Taurus Demon. Now, like I said before, you guys follow along with me and just hang in there. You can do this. It's not hard to do at all. It just takes a little bit of practice and you'd be right in there, okay? So, now, he's not right in our face right now, but if we go about halfway across this bridge, he's going to hop down from that ledge way up there and come after us. So what we're going to do, though, is we're going to turn around here and go up this ladder. Because there's two archers that will kind of grief us if we don't kill them right away. Right? And we don't want that, especially when we're trying to fight a boss. So let's come up here, kill these guys real quick. Now they're gone, we don't have to worry about them. Now remember this ladder. This is a very good trick that people use to kill a Taurus Demon. So what you want to do is go ahead and run down here, get him to spawn in. Okay. You'll see he's going to jump down here. All right. What we're going to do is turn right around and come back up this ladder. Okay. And he's going to follow us. You don't have to do this if you don't want, but it's pretty easy to do this. So you just drop down, do that drop attack, like you did on the other guy. Alright, look how much it takes off of him, okay? Alright, and you just run around him. Run him all the way to the end of the thing here. Alright, let him come after you. And he's going to jump. We're going to run past him. After us, and we're gonna climb the ladder again. He might hit you right here. If he does, okay, just keep going. Remember, you need to attack him quickly, okay? Otherwise, he's gonna hit you. So, he'll jump up here and hit you. And you drop attack. Run around him. Like this, no problem. Walk him all the way back. Like that, no problem at all. Let him do his jump, and then we're going to run by him. So just to rinse, repeat, and you will whittle him down and he will die. Alright, remember to do your drop attack. Down, R1, drop attack. Around him. Alright. Turn around, let him do his jump. Run around him. Alright, climb the ladder. Drop attack. R1. Alright, now we're going to just hit him one more time. Kill him off. There it is. Look at that. Taurus Demon done. You guys thought you couldn't do it, man. Look at you. Aren't you proud of yourself? That was easy, wasn't it? So he is no problem at all. And that is your first official boss in Dark Souls. Congratulations. You did a great job. Okay. So we're going to proceed forward. Another item right here. Pulling ahead, yeah. Alright. Large Soul of the Lost and Dead. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is come down here and we're going to talk to one of my favorite NPCs in the game. This is Knight Solaire, and he is awesome.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, Wagner. I am Solaire of Astor, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Demon, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, sure. No need to hide the reaction. I get that all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition that you have to know.
So we're going to say yes because we want to listen to what he has to say.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be me a chance? So what do you think? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
And we're going to help each other.
It's pleasing and greatly. Well then, it's it.
Alright, White Soapstone.
Strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries-old phases in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift towards fear. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But you seek to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind. Oh, hello there. I was there to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent fire. If only I could be so grossly incandescent. Oh, hello there. Sun, if only I...
Okay, so that's Solaire of Astor. He's actually a really interesting NPC for this game, so it's important to keep him alive, and you can use that soapstone to get other players to help you with fights and stuff in online mode. So let's take a look at it real quick. See how it even says, online play item, leave summon sign. Be summoned to another world as a phantom through your sign and defeat the area boss to acquire humanity. Hollows cannot conduct summons. In Lordran, the flow of time is distorted and the white soapstone allows undead to assist one another. So basically what that means is that we'll be able to put our soapstone down and somebody will summon us into the game and we can help another person fight a boss or help them fight through an area or something like that. Solar sign is like yellow, so it's not this color, it's a little different, but you'll see it when it comes up. Also, we forgot to read this cracked red eye orb. It's an online play item, invade another world. So, defeat the master of the world you have invaded to acquire humanity. The cracked red eye orb allows players to temporarily initiate this ability, normally limited to the dark race of Koth. So, earlier you saw we had that one red phantom invade us. He probably used one of these to invade us. So, if you want to go in and fight another player in another world online, just use this, and you can do it. Alright, coming up here, we're going to have that dragon that we saw earlier, Hellkite. He's gonna try to kill us right here. So you need to, if you can see those pillars kind of in the middle of this bridge, you want to go to the right. That's your goal. So it's run through here and go to the right. Okay? Here we go. You can see all the burn marks and stuff. Alright, so we want to get up and keep going, otherwise we're going to get hit with another fire attack. Okay, so if you wanted to go around and get to the other side, normally you go this way. There's like a sewer area with some rats, and then there's a couple of skeletons to fight. I'll show you here in a second what we're going to use this for. Or you can go back up here and try to get around the dragon. But first you need to open this shortcut. Remember earlier I pointed out those stairs and that ladder? Well, here's the ladder. You kick down the ladder, now you have access to this bonfire right here to give yourself some more Estus and be able to get back up to where you were if you die. So we got 5,856 souls. We are going to level up some. So you still need to get that 24 strength we're looking for, right? So let's get that up to 20. There we go. And we'll go ahead and use some more soul items here. I guess one more level though. Use the rest. Okay. I think we're only gonna get one out of this one, but let's see. Yeah, okay. So we still need a few more. Alright, we got 21 strength. Cool. Okay. Back up we go. Now some people like to farm this area a little bit because you can get that hell kite to just go back and forth, and then you can come back down here, jump down, heal yourself, and go back up. And he'll kill all these hollows up here for you every time you walk up here. Like I'll show you real quick. So you come here, walk in a little bit. He's gonna kill all those NPCs and all those hollows, and you get 555 souls. All right. Then you go back down there, rest the bonfire, rinse and repeat. And you can get quite a few souls that way. But this is that sword I was telling you about earlier. We're going to get that real quick. Alright, now that we see Hellkite. Alright, in this game you can cut dragon's tails. There's a lot of them too. Alright, so we're going to try to take this guy's tail. Okay, that's why we bought this bow earlier. So kind of important. So what you want to do is aim for that tail. Alright, just kind of, you're going to have to kind of time it. There, that. And do it right click again. Get a couple more hits on it if you do it right. Man, I messed it up though. And he hops down. I can't remember how many it takes, but it takes quite a few arrows. But you really want this sword, trust me. It's very, very good. Man. Wow, I didn't really have any time with this. Okay. Alright, so you can get 3 hits in a row there if you time it just right. There we go. Two and 3. Look at that. Boom. 3 hits in a row. Well, I tried to get those 3 hits. I'm telling you, they can be in pain. There we go. 3 hits. It's gonna be getting close. Alright, there we go. Alright. So we got the Drake Sword. Okay? Drake Sword is what we wanted. And I will show you what's up with that. First, we're gonna get our sword back here. Okay, Drake Sword. Has a 16 strength requirement and a 10 dex. Alright? So you should be able to wear it at this point if you're following along. No problem. But look how much damage it does. 200. You know, 200 physical damage. And our other sword was doing, what, 82? Plus 22? So that's really good. Very good sword to have, you know, for a little while. Now, you won't be able to upgrade it for a while because you don't have the right items for it. But its durability is really high, and its durability will go down quite a bit if you're not careful if you use the special move on it. Okay, but we're going to use this for right now because it's a very good sword. But the special move, watch, I'll show you real quick. Hold down R2. That's your special move for the Drake Sword. But be careful because of the amount of durability it takes. So like it takes 30 durability away each time you do that move, so be careful. Okay, we're gonna go back up here. I'll show you how to get across the bridge, because down there's no items, and all there are is rats that will poison you, and there's a shield guy that'll get after you too if you're not careful. So go up here. What you want to do is cross the bridge. Okay, he's gonna shoot his fire out. Alright. There. He's gonna go back. What you want to do is just wait here for a second. He's going to hop down, right? Once he hops down, you need to run like crazy to that bonfire. And you can get past him. Alright. This is where you run. Run like crazy. Alright, there we go. We got through. Okay, now we use this bonfire, he's gonna fly away. There he goes. Okay, no more dragon to deal with. Now a lot of people will miss this bonfire because they don't want to deal with the flames and stuff coming off this guy, but it's a really good strategic point to get to this one. Because one, you can't get through here later if you don't, right? And this is how you open this door. If you go around the other way, this door will be shut, and you have to come back later to get this. Okay? So, anyways, you come over here, there's a couple of hollows to kill. Shouldn't be too bad. And then you have the broken statue here. This is the Sunlight Covenant. Right? We can't join it just yet. We have to wait for Solar to be up here later in the game. Oh yeah, there's one other thing I wanted to mention too. If you're trying to get all the items in the game for whatever reason, don't get rid of your straight sword hilt. The only way to get straight sword hilt is by starting a new character. So don't drop this or modify it or anything like that, because you cannot get it back once you use it or lose it. So you want to keep this just like it is, straight sword hilt. Don't get rid of it. Broken straight sword though, you get a lot of those. Alright, what did I say we needed for level? I can't remember. We're almost level, I think. Okay, so we're gonna go up here. There's that's where you would have, if you went down where that Drake's tail was at, and you got that Drake sword. If you went down around all those columns and then fought the rats, you come up right here, and then through this hole, and then that door would be closed, and you wouldn't have access to that bonfire. So it's kind of good to get through the Drake that way. Anyways, up here is another big Black Knight, so be careful. He is kind of tough. He's got a big great sword, but we're gonna try to kill him. Black Knight Greatsword. Awesome. Cool. Now those guys will not respawn. They're just a kind of a one-time deal. We are going to go back and kill that other Black Knight while we're thinking about it. And we're going to pick up these items too. Alright, let's do the Drake Sword real quick. This sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, is formed by a drake's tail. Drakes are seen as undeveloped initiators of the dragons, but they are likely their distant kin. That's weird. But they are likely their distant... Okay. The sword is imbued with a mystical power to be released when held with both hands. That's what we showed earlier. Alright. And we're going to read... broken straight sword. Half of the blade of this straight sword is broken off. Only the completely hollowed would even consider this as a weapon. And then the claymore. This larger type of great sword is normally wielded with two hands due to its weight. This highly flexible great sword can be used to attack in swings or thrusts. I think we also had an armor that we picked up. Yeah. Armor worn by hollow soldiers. It may be old and battered, but its iron construction makes it quite sturdy. Alright, let's go and do this Black Knight real quick. So we'll just go down here, we'll rest at this one bonfire here. And we can also level up, I believe, at this one. There are a few levels, or a few items we're going to need to get from that Undead Merchant, but we need to get these levels first, and then we'll get the items later. The one that repairs stuff, we're going to need to get that for sure. See what I mean by this Drake sword? It's just really good for when you first start. Just everything just dies when you hit. It's just ridiculous. Alright, remember, get this shield guy up here. Wherever the shield guy is, there he is. Anyways, that, like, I tried to kick right there, and you saw that. Sometimes that's why the kick fails. It just doesn't work because it ends up swinging your weapon instead of kicking, and that's what happens. It just, so I can't stand that kick, but it's definitely worth it to learn how to kind of master that, so you can get those shields out of the way. Kill this Mr. Hollow. And then here's that other knight. We're going to try to backstab him. It may not work, but we're going to try. Yeah, I missed him. Happens. he... Oh my goodness, he will come after you if you try to S this. There we go. Try to get that backstab in. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, there's the other knight. And we got this Black Knight sword too, so that's good. Another rare item to get. When I say rare item, it means that some of the higher level enemies, like those two Black Knights are higher level in this area compared to like how you start the game off. So when you try to fight those guys, they can kick your butt real easy if you're not careful. But if you can manage to beat them up and take their and get their weapons to drop, that's a good thing, because there's a trophy that you can get for getting all the rare weapons. And those two are rare, that great sword and that sword. Okay, so we're kind of running on time here, so we're going to try to kill Havel. This is that guy I told you about earlier. That's pretty good. He drops a pretty good item that you need. We're going to try to kill him right now with this Drake sword. But remember, he's very tough, so if you can manage to drop him with the great sword, then great. Or excuse me, with the Drake sword, that's great. If not, then try to come back after him later when you're a little stronger. And he drops a really good item, so there he is. That big thing he has is called a dragon tooth. So you can just imagine it's gonna hurt bad if we get hit with it. We're gonna try again though. Alright, kind of get him, see if you can backstab him. He's a little hard to backstab and he's kind of tanky, so you gotta be careful. But if you can manage to get a backstab on him, that's great. There we go. See that? And that Black Knight, you saw how much I did to him, right? With the backstab, and that guy right there is taking like nothing, pretty much. Look at that. I even have my shield up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I might need to come back and kill this guy later. Oh my goodness. Anyways, he's been introduced to Havel. He is quite a tough enemy. But we're gonna go back and get our souls, because we definitely want those. And then we'll wrap it up for the night. Didn't get as far as I'd like, but you know, it's okay. We'll come back later in the next episode and get further. Oh yeah, let's read that ring. We're gonna actually wear that ring, so. Oh. Okay, the rare gem called Tearstone has the uncanny ability to sense imminent death. This blue Tearstone from Katarina boosts the defense of its wearer when in danger. So it probably would have helped us out if we had been wearing this when we fought Havel. We might not have died. Well, that's alright. Pretty sure you can parry post Havel, but I don't know. I can't remember if I've seen people do that or not. I haven't done it. I usually backstab him or kill him later when I'm a little stronger. Shard. Okay. Titanite Shard. We haven't got that yet. Let's read that. Oh. Anyway. Alright, Titanite Shard for weapon reinforcement. Most common Titanite material reinforces standard weapons to +5. Alright, so this one is the shard that gets our weapons from nothing to +5. Alright, our soul should be up on this ledge where we brought Havel up. This should be. Yeah, there's our bloodstain. Yeah. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap us up for today. Like I said, it's hard for me to upload these videos with my internet connection, so trying to get a long play in is gonna be difficult. But maybe we can work something out later if I can find a better ISP, or if this one upgrades their lines and stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing and liking my videos. And like I said, if you have something you want to let me know that I missed, or give me some advice or anything, just say it. Put a comment in the video, and I'll work on it. Anyway, peace out, guys. See you next time.